Hello, good morning. So many of us have been taping in a quiet studio with no one around. And this morning I have my mother with me. So I have both experiences going on, which is interesting for my nervous system today. So today we are looking at ASTEYA, the third step in the path of the limbs of yoga, the third Yama. And so I thought I'd read something to ponder as we do our practice today. So ASTEYA translated means non-stealing for ourselves, others, the earth. So I thought this summed it up. In all the ways that we impose an outside image of ourselves onto ourselves, we are stealing from the unfolding of our own uniqueness. All demands and expectations that we place on ourselves steal from our own enthusiasm. All self-sabotage, lack of belief in ourselves, low self-esteem, judgments, criticisms, and demands for perfection are forms of self-abuse in which we destroy the very essence of our vitality. All the ways we live in the past or future steal from ourselves, and all the ways we put up fences, whether real or imagined, around our physical belongings or around our mental idealisms, we put up barriers that steal from the full expansion of our own lives. We are captured in a culture where our very identity is tied up with our accomplishments. We wear all we have to do like a badge on our shirt for all to see. In this rush to get to the next thing, we have left no time for ourselves to digest and assimilate our lives. This may be our biggest theft of all. We need time to catch up with ourselves. We need time to chew and ponder and allow the experiences of life to integrate within us. We need time to rest and to reflect and to contemplate. Seems appropriate for the day. In an effort to not steal, that came from the Yamas and Niyamas, Exploring Yoga's Ethical Practice by Deborah Adele. Wonderful book, highly recommend. So we will begin our practice today in child's pose, starting from the very beginning of life. And if this pose is too much on the knees or the tops of the feet, feel free to adjust it in any way. You could also lay fully flat on the mat or in any position that works for you. And first, noticing how this pose feels on the body in this moment. And allowing yourself to notice that without stealing from yourself. Noticing any negative thoughts that came up, any doubt that you may be able to stay in this pose a little bit longer. And can you allow yourself kindness, generosity, and a sense of gratitude for what your body is able to do right now? Can you allow yourself to breathe into the areas that feel stiff, and allowing each exhale to soften the body, soften the muscles. Notice that your body may be trying to jump off of the mat And can you allow this moment of rest to assimilate into your own body? To feel gravity holding you to the ground, allowing a sense of gravity, and feeling the ground below you holding you. Breathing into any area of stiffness and breathing out, softening the muscles, moving even closer towards the ground. Letting all negative thoughts go. All is a big word, so as many as possible. Breathing into the body, feeling the expansion as you do. Breathing out, softening the body. Letting go. Breathing in, feeling that expanse, maybe a lift in the back. Breathing out, letting go. Letting go of any ideas of perfectionism or what this should look like or feel like. Just allowing it to be perfect as it is. I'm taking 3 more breaths here. And gently bringing the hands back towards the shoulders. And on your next inhale, lifting the head slowly, using the arms. And lifting the chin, arching the back. And on your exhale, rounding the spine, curling forwards. So kind of and moving with your breath. So inhaling, lifting the chin. Exhaling, rounding the spine, curling the chin towards the chest. Creating a cat and cow movement. And then on your next inhale, lifting up, curling the toes, and gently resting back. And this can be intense, so just playing with that. And if it feels okay, as you spread those toes wide, doing the same motion, inhaling, lifting the chin, exhaling, rounding the spine. Creating a stretch through the spine. One more here. And if you're feeling really brave, walking up onto those toes. And taking a few breaths here. Not overdoing it. Allowing yourself to rest. It can be intense. And then when you're feeling ready, coming back down and gently patting the feet. Moving in any way that works and coming into a tabletop position. Feeling the wrists under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. And again, inhaling, dropping the belly, lifting the chin. Exhaling, rounding the spine. 2 more times. And then returning to a neutral position, gazing towards the mat. You spread your fingers wide, pushing the fingertips towards the mat, feeling the fronts of your feet on the mat. And can you spread your toes in this position and feel the toes also on the mat? Activating the fingers and the toes. Therefore, all of the organs in your body beginning to come alive. Feeling the strength in your arms, tightening them. Engaging the core, pushing the belly button towards the spine while the spine moves towards the belly button. Feeling a tightness in the muscles, tightening around the bones and the legs. You feel all of the muscles activated here. Tightening the muscles. Allowing the shoulders to be away from the ears. And then releasing and inhaling, lifting the chin. Exhaling, rounding the spine. 2 more times. Returning to that tabletop position and allowing some movement in the wrists. Moving in circles or however works. Maybe making a fist. And anything that's done with wrists, almost anything can be done on your fists as well. So if your wrists get tired, feel free to try that. And then coming back to the tabletop, engaging the core and lifting the right leg behind. Can you feel both arms strong, both hands planted? Weight evenly weighted on all 3 corners still on the mat. Inhaling, lifting the foot, exhaling, knee to nose. Inhale, lifts the leg, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifting the leg, last one, knee to nose. And then holding that leg behind. See if your weight is evenly in all 3 points on the mat. Notice if your core has disengaged and engage that. Then on your next inhale, lifting the leg and bringing the toes down to the floor. Inhaling and exhaling, gently pushing through the heel, stretching out the back of that right leg. Breathing into it. Noticing if the mind has started to steal from itself. And the negative thoughts coming up. Just notice that. Engage in kindness and gratitude for what the body is doing right now. And then inhaling, lifting that leg back up as high as it wants to go today before returning the mat, dropping back into child's pose. And maybe here giving the wrists a little bit more love, rolling them. If it feels good to massage them. Notice what they want. Stretching the fingers wide, clasping into fists. Spreading the fingers, moving them around, and then planting them back down on the mat gently. Taking 3 breaths here. Engaging in rest. Allowing the body to assimilate what just happened. Gently coming forward again into that tabletop position, gazing towards the mat, fingers wide, pushing into the fingertips, activating those fingers and hands. Engaging the core, pushing the belly button towards the spine, spine towards the belly button. Arms strong. On your next inhale, lifting the left leg up. Notice the points of contact on the mat. Is there an even distribution of weight? See if you can adjust for that. And then on your next inhale, lifting the leg, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifts, exhale, knee to nose. And one more time. Inhale, lifts, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifts the leg, holding it here. Noticing the balance and the weight distribution. Can you adjust so that your hips are both moving towards the mat? Inhale, lifting the leg, and then exhaling, bringing the toes down to the floor and gently pushing through the heel. Breathing into the back of the left leg. On your next inhale, gently lifting the leg as high as it wants to go before returning into the mat and dropping back into child's pose. Noticing how it is to be here right now. Noticing the thoughts. Engaging kindness where you can. On your next inhale, coming back up, curling the toes wide, reaching the hands a little bit more forward, and inhaling, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Lifting the hips high, pushing the chest towards the upper thighs. Arms are strong. Feel the fingertips on the mat. You can lift up onto the toes and then gently push the heels towards the mat. Playing here with what feels good. And then bending the knees, looking forward at the hands, walking towards the top of the mat and hanging in forward fold. See if here you can feel your feet on the mat. And if that was a quick yes, notice if you're really feeling your feet on the mat. Can you feel each toe touching the mat? Maybe lift them up, spread them out, and place them back down. Can you feel all four corners of the foot evenly weighted on the mat? And then bending the knees at least slightly, feeling grounded through the feet, slowly rolling up. Vertebrae. Rolling the shoulders up and back. Tightening the muscles and the bones around the legs, through the core, lifting through the head, dropping the shoulders down, engaging the arms strong through the fingertips. Mouth. Can you feel the feet on the mat? Noticing the sensations. Inhaling, lifting the arms towards the sky as high as you can stretch. Inhaling, exhaling, arms come all the way down by your sides. And doing that 2 more times. Inhaling, reaching the arms as active as they can be. Exhaling, bringing them down. And 1 more time. Can you feel your feet on the mat? Rolling the shoulders up and back, engaging in mountain. Notice if the feet just came a little bit off the mat as you roll the shoulders. Can you ground the feet? Can you feel as much of the feet on the mat as possible? Can you allow gravity to drop you down even more? Feeling the feet, the soles of the feet, grounded. Inhaling, lifting the arms. Exhaling, arms come to a T, hinging at the hips, slowly swan diving forward. Feeling the backs of the legs, being gentle with the thoughts, finding your form of forward fold wherever you would like. You can be halfway with your hands on your legs or all the way down. Wherever your forward fold is, allow the head to be heavy, the neck to be loose. Breathing into the backs of the legs, feeling the feet rooted in the mat. Bending the knees as much as it takes to plant the hands on the mat, and then bringing the right leg back into a high lunge, dropping the knee, flattening the foot, and breathing here, allowing a release in the right hip. We tend to hold emotions in the hips. They can be very tight. And also sit often. So allowing this part of the body to release. Making any movements that feel good for your body as this happens. And taking a moment to just gently go inwards, softening the thoughts, breathing into the head. Gently walking the hip back and bringing the left toes to the nose. Not really, but towards. And allowing the spine to stay long. Inhaling and then exhaling, maybe moving towards the left toes and then more. Allowing yourself to move with your own body. Do not steal from yourself by going too little or too much. Allowing yourself to trust your own edge. Gently walking forward, placing the left foot down. Feeling the left foot making contact with the mat. Curling the right toes, lifting the knee and pushing forward, coming back into forward fold. Breathing here. Noticing any difference in the feet and legs. Feeling both feet making contact with the mat
Bending the knees at least slightly. Begin rolling up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhaling, allowing the arms to float by the sides. Pausing here and noticing how you feel. Noticing the feet on the mat. Maybe there's a gentle sway in the body. Noticing the thoughts. Noticing if they need a dose of kindness and gratitude. Allowing that to happen. Inhaling, lifting the arms. Exhaling, arms come to a T. Hinging at the bench, slowly swan back and forward. Breathing into the backs of the legs. Finding your own form of forward fold wherever it is. Allowing it to be perfect. No pose needs to be held. You can move it at any time. Falling into it and then moving out and coming back. Allowing your process to be perfect. And then bending the knees as much as it takes for the hands to plant on the mat. Feeling the palms and the soles of the feet planted on the mat. Noticing that connection. And then bringing the left leg back into a high lunge. Dropping the knee, flattening the foot, and allowing a release in the left step. Breathing into it. Making any adjustments you need. Maybe noticing how the sensations in the head shift as we stay here. They may become more intense, or they may soften or fluctuate. Notice what's happening for you. Allowing yourself to not steal from your practice. Continuing to engage gratitude for what you are able to do, rather than seeing what you can't do. Can't is just a state of mind. Slowly lifting that left hip, walking the hands backwards and bringing the right toes up, beginning to stretch the back of the right leg. Inhale, lifts, nice straight spine. Exhale, may fold you closer to the toes and flat. Listening to your own body here. This is intense. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, may fold. Allowing a release. Letting go of any thoughts of what should be happening. Just allowing what is. One more breath here. And then gently walking the hands forward, flattening the right foot, feeling the connection of the foot and the hands, curling the left toes, lifting the knee, pushing forward, forward fold. allowing the head to be heavy, neck to be loose. Feeling the soles of the feet on the mat, knees slightly bent, begin inhaling and lifting vertebrae by vertebrae. Rolling the shoulders up and back and engaging in mountain, lifting through the top of the head, dropping the shoulders down, curling the tailbone under, feeling the soles of the feet on the ground. Noticing how you feel. Engaging kindness and gratitude to noticing how you feel. And then inhaling, lifting the arms, stretching through the body. Exhaling, arms come to a T, forward fold. The low backs of the legs. Bending the knees as much as it takes to place your hands on the mat and then bringing the right leg back, high lunge, left leg to meet, high plank, or dropping the knees to the mat or low plank, allowing the wrists to be under the shoulders. Up here in high plank, pushing back through the heels, either high or low plank, engaging that core. Breathe in here, noticing that in this pose, the mind likes to jump in pretty quickly. Can you engage kindness and gratitude here? Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling, reaching forward, bending the elbows, slowly lowering the forehead to the mat. Feet flattened, adjusting, inhaling, lifting the head. And that can be a small curve in the back or a big one. Noticing what works for you. Exhaling, dropping the forehead to the mat. Curling the toes and lifting up through plank or table, downward facing dog. Breathe in here, lifting the hips high, heels moving towards the mat, shifting the weight onto the left foot and the hands and lifting the right leg into the sky. Breathe in here. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, hovering the knee. Gently placing that leg down on the mat. Coming into pigeon. If you have a blanket or support that you can wedge under your right hip, do that. If this pose doesn't work for you, don't do it. Allowing a release in the right hip here. Making any adjustments that you need. Breathing into the outside of the right hip. And if you're feeling really brave and your body allows for it, going a little bit further and dropping the head down. Noticing the thoughts, engaging a sense of kindness and gratitude for what your body is able to do in this moment. Sending the right hip breath and gratitude for whatever stretch is happening in this moment. Taking one more breath here. Planting the hands as they weren't already there. Curling the left toes. Lifting the right leg up. And then reaching it to the sky. Planting it back down on the mat. Downward facing dog. Allowing yourself to come back into child's pose. And rest here. Breathing into the hips. Maybe with each exhale, saying letting go. Letting go of any tension, letting go of any thoughts of what should be happening right now or what isn't happening. Allowing what is. Taking one more breath here. And then coming up, curling the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Reaching the upper body towards the upper legs. Feeling the hands and feet strong on the mat. Shifting the weight to the right foot. Feeling the right foot and the hands balancing your weight evenly and lifting the left leg into the air. Inhaling, exhaling, knee to nose. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. And then gently resting that left leg down. Flattening the right toes. Planting whatever you need under that left hip for support. And whatever is happening right now is perfect. Notice the difference from hip to hip. Perfect. Breathing into the left hip. Come down further if that works for you today. And wherever you are, engaging gratitude, kindness, and breath. Each exhale, letting go. Letting go of expectations. Letting go of tension. Softening the body with each exhale. Taking one more breath here. And gently planting the hands if they were not already. Curling the right toes. Lifting the knee, lifting the left leg. Inhaling, lifting the leg to the sky before planting it back down, downward facing dog. Dropping the knees and coming into child's pose. Breathing here. Noticing the thoughts. Softening the thoughts. Softening the body. Allowing for rest in the body to assimilate what we just did. Taking one more breath here. And then gently coming forward in whatever way works to get there. Coming long on the mat. And placing one palm down, wide fingers. The other palm on top, wide fingers. Resting the forehead on the hands. Noticing how this feels. And then on your next inhale, lifting the hands, lifting the head, engaging the core. Exhale, back to mat. This time on the inhale, lifting the toes off the mat, engaging the core. Exhale, feet to mat. Next inhale, lifts the head. Exhale to mat. Inhale, lifts the feet. Exhale to mat. And this time on your inhale, we'll lift both the head and the feet. And then exhale to mat. Inhale, lifts. Feeling that core engaged, holding it a little bit longer. Exhale to mat. I'm doing this 3 more times. Inhale, lifts and holds. Exhale to mat. 2 more times. And 1 more. Gently switching the hands, placing the other palm on the mat. And then gently bringing the right knee out the side, kind of like a frog. If you can get it to 90 degrees with the hip and the knee, that's nice. If not, do what you can. Again, allowing a release on the right hip. So just gently taking some quiet breaths here. Has your mind wandered away from your head, as it often does? And can you just gently, with kindness, encourage it to go back to the head, noticing the sensations that are occurring there, allowing it attention and focus, and engaging a sense of gratitude for the head. Maybe thinking of all that it does do. Gently, in any way that works for your body, bringing that leg back to center. Switching the palms again. Resting the head back down. And then bring the left leg out to the side in the frog position. See if you can allow the hips to move towards the mat. Breathing into the hip. Noticing if thoughts have carried you away from the hip. I'm just gently encouraging them to go back, giving this left hip attention. And engaging gratitude for all that your left hip does for you. Breathing in gratitude, breathing out, letting go of anything else. I'm taking one more breath here. And gently bringing that leg back, allowing both legs to be long on the mat. Just noticing the hips for a moment. Noticing how they feel here. And then on your next inhale, placing the hands on the mat and reaching back into child's pose. Taking 3 breaths in this pose where we began. Finding gratitude for yourself for taking the time. Can you notice that you did that? And allow gratitude to come easily for them. You took the time to rest and assimilate, to practice gratitude and kindness towards yourself, allowing yourself to not to steal from yourself. Notice how it feels to give yourself this gift. And then gently moving into any final resting pose that you would like, using any supports. Taking your time, making any adjustments, really listening to what the body wants. My body just noticed that we had been face down for most of that practice. And so face up feels good to me. You can engage a sense of curiosity to notice what your body is asking for and listen. Allowing yourself wherever you are to continue adjusting or to begin softening towards the ground. Notice we often steal from gravity. We often work against it and fight it. Talk about it in a negative way. And we engage the opposite practice here. Finding gratitude for gravity. Allowing it to hold us to the earth as it does so well. No need to fight against it or steal from gravity's power. Maybe you can begin to feel a sense of a gravity blanket covering you, allowing your muscles to soften even closer to the floor, to the ground, to the earth. Noticing where the muscles are still activated and allowing them a time of rest. Noticing when the thoughts try to take you out of this moment of rest. And don't judge them. No need for two darts. Just engaging gratitude that you are still in this moment of rest. Softening into this moment rather than jumping out of it. Remembering that thoughts of the past or the future only steal from ourselves, stealing from the present moment. Allow yourself to be in this present moment, resting. Notice how it feels to be here. Can you allow yourself to fully relax? Be present. final resting pose can be a bit of a challenge. Can you engage gratitude? Noticing any sensations in the body, staying present here. Allowing yourself to let go of any thoughts of the past or the future. Checking in with the thoughts again. Allowing yourself to return to this present moment if you were not there. Noticing sensations in the body. What do you notice right now? Gently beginning to wiggle the toes or fingers. Move this head. Stretching and moving in any way that feels good for you right now. Slowly allowing yourself to come out of rest. Stretching slowly. And then in any way that works for the body, slowly coming into a curled position on the right side. Noticing how this pose feels. And if it's okay and feels comfortable for you, closing the right nostril. Breathing in through the left, activating the right mind. Taking a few breaths here through the left nostril. Engaging the right side of the brain, creativity, empathy for self and others, connection. Breathe into that. And then allowing your breath to resume to its natural rhythm and pace. Very gently and mindfully lifting up And coming into a seated position that works for you. Allowing the eyes to stay soft or closed, lifting the head towards the sky while feeling the base of the spine rooted in the earth. And noticing how you feel. Inhaling, lifting the arms, taking anything that was helpful. Exhaling, letting go of anything that wasn't. Arms to earth. Doing that 2 more times. Allowing the fingertips to touch the ground. Gently opening the eyes if they were closed. Returning to the space that you're in. And thank you all for joining. I'll see you again soon.